Hello students, welcome to my chemistry class. Today I will explain oxidation reduction reaction. First is oxidation. There are three cases. First case is process in which oxygen is added to a substance. For example, when copper is heated in presence of oxygen, it forms copper oxide. Here we can see oxygen is added to copper. This type of reaction are known as oxidation. In the second case, the process in which hydrogen is removed from a substance. For example, when hydrogen sulfide H2S is react with oxygen, it forms water H2O and sulfur S. Okay, here we can see hydrogen is removed from H2S and oxygen is added. Both the cases are happened here. Hydrogen is removed, oxygen is added. So this is also a case of oxidation. Third case, the process in which substance loses electron. For example, when zinc react with copper sulfate, it displaces copper, zinc displaces copper and forms a new salt, zinc sulfate. Here, zinc is losing 2 electron to form zinc 2 plus ion in zinc sulfate. Okay, zinc losing 2 electron to form zinc sulfate salt. It becomes zinc 2 plus, Zn2 plus ion in zinc sulfate by losing 2 electron. So, on losing 2 electron, this process is known as oxidation reaction. Okay. Now the next is reduction reaction. Here also there are three cases. First case, process in which oxygen is removed from a substance. Okay. For example, when we heat potassium chlorate KClO3, KCl and O2 is formed. Here we can see oxygen is removed from potassium chlorate KClO3 to form KCl. Okay. So this is a reduction reaction. In the second case, process in which hydrogen is added to a substance. For example, when sodium metal is react with hydrogen, it forms sodium hydride. Here, hydrogen is added to sodium. That means this is the reduction reaction. Okay. Now the third case, process in which substance gains electron. Okay. In the reaction, zinc oxide, when react with carbon, it forms zinc and carbon monoxide. In zinc oxide, zinc present as zinc 2 plus ion, Zn2 plus. On reaction with carbon, zinc 2 plus ion gains 2 electron to form zinc metal. Okay, that means gaining of electron takes place. So this process is known as reduction. Now come to redox reaction. What is redox reaction? This is a reaction in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously are called redox reaction. That means in the same reaction both the cases happened, reduction and oxidation. For example, when copper oxide reacts with hydrogen, it forms copper and water. Okay, here we can see copper oxide undergoes reduction to form copper. How? Copper oxide loses oxygen to form copper. So it is reduction. In the other side, hydrogen gains oxygen to form water. That means oxidation of hydrogen takes place. So both the reaction takes place, reduction and oxidation. So this type of reaction are known as redox reaction. Okay. Next is effects of oxidation in our daily life. Okay. So what are the effects? There are two main effects of oxidation, corrosion and rancidity. First is corrosion. This is a phenomenon due to which metals are slowly eaten away by the reaction with air, water and other chemicals present in atmosphere is called corrosion. Okay. So, see some examples here. For silver, when we keep silver for some days in air, in contact of air, then a black coating on silver articles takes place. What is this black coating? This is actually silver oxide. Okay. So, on exposing to air, silver reacts with air to form silver oxide. This black coating on silver articles is the silver oxide. In the same way, copper also reacts with atmospheric gases to form green coating on copper. Okay. Iron also reacts with atmospheric oxygen and water to form a brown coating over iron articles. So what is this brown coating? This is known as rust. And the corrosion of iron is known as rusting. So this process of reaction of metals with the atmospheric gases and other chemicals are known as corrosion. Okay. So what are the effects of corrosion in our daily life? Due to corrosion, metals becomes weak For example, car, bridges, iron railings, ships and other iron-made materials are damaged due to rusting. Silver and copper items also damaged due to corrosion. Okay, so what to do to prevent this corrosion? Because this corrosion damaged our useful items. Okay, so the methods are different. There are 4 methods here. First is painting. How to prevent corrosion? Iron made materials can be protected from corrosion by painting, which prevents the direct contact of metals with atmosphere. Okay, a layer of painting over the metals prevents the direct contact of metals with atmosphere. So metal cannot react with atmospheric oxygen or other gases. Okay, the second case is silver materials. Silver materials are kept protected from air and regular cleaning. Okay, regular cleaning makes silver materials protected from corrosion. Okay, the third is copper. Copper materials also, they protected by regular cleaning with baking soda and salt mixture. Okay, now the last one is aluminium. Aluminium material itself forms a protective coating of aluminium oxide over it, which prevents them from further oxidation by air. That means no need of anything else. Aluminium itself forms a protective coating of aluminium oxide, which further prevents them from further oxidation. Okay. Now the next topic is in this video is rancidity. So what is rancidity? Rancidity is a process of slow oxidation of oil and fat present in the food materials, due to which food becomes unsuitable for eating as taste and smell becomes bad. Okay, so the oil or fat present in the food materials react with oxygen of air, and that makes the food unsuitable for eating. So what to do to prevent rancidity? There are different methods. First method is keeping food materials in airtight containers. Okay, if we keep the food materials in airtight containers, the food materials cannot come in contact with air, so the oil and fat present in them cannot react with oxygen. Okay, the second method to prevent rancidity is refrigeration of cooked food at low temperature. Okay, so when we keep cooked food in refrigerator at low temperature, oxidation cannot take place. So food can be preserved in refrigerator. Okay. Now the third point is avoid keeping the cooked food and food materials in direct sunlight. Okay. So if we keep the cooked food in direct sunlight, then the heat of sunlight make the oxidation easier. So you have to avoid keeping the cooked food in direct sunlight to prevent rancidity. Last one is by adding antioxidant. You have seen in packets of potato chips a gas is filled. Do you know why? Which gas is this? This is actually nitrogen gas, which prevents the chips from getting oxidized, because nitrogen is an inactive gas. Okay, it prevents the chips from getting reaction with oxygen, that means oxidized. Okay, end of this video. Bye.